Coming up next on this edition of In the City, a drone is flown in an underground culvert for inspection for the Daylighting Town Creek project. Also, Earth Day events on the square bring the community together to be more green. Plus, Oakland Court Phases 1 and 2 celebrate their grand opening. And an Overall Creek Elementary student wins the Read to Be Spelling Bee. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. A project is underway to convert parts of Broad Street near downtown to an outdoor urban green space plaza.
The city is undergoing the Daylighting Town Creek project. In the mid-1900s, Town Creek was run underground into a culvert. Town Creek runs underground from Murphy Springs Wetlands off of South Church Street to Cannonsburg Village, where it flows out of the culvert. The city has started the process of removing buildings, and a recent survey took place of the underground culverts before the daylighting phase starts.
The culverts were actually surveyed by survey teams about 10 years ago. It's about 1,800 feet of culvert, and they vary in sizes, shapes, materials, and there was a need to verify some information from that survey that had been done quite a long time ago. We want to make sure we know where all those inlets are in the main trunk line, so that when we design and we open up the creek, we know we're going to have to put some pipe head walls that come into the creek where they are today in the culverts.
A drone surveyor from Reagan Smith flew a drone underground through the culverts to inspect their condition and to get a layout of the system.
So right now what we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing it down into this culvert. This is the culvert over Town Creek. So with the culvert here, they're looking at daylighting it, and they're needing to know information on what pipe networks are feeding into it. So when they do decide to daylight it, they're going to go ahead and know which elements that they're going to need to remove and change out. So what I'm doing now, I'm going ahead and doing a calibration. So we have GPS shot targets. Now comes the fun part of putting it in the pipe. So far so good. Okay, we got pipe on our left side that feeds in. And then this is the pipe right here where we're going in and to make our loop back. You have a limited signal range because concrete doesn't really do well with radio signals too well. So what we have attached to it right now is a range extender. So we actually are able to take the range extender and lower that into the culvert, and by doing that, it gives us a little bit extra range, so we have a good idea of where we actually are, and we're also able to make sure we get the good signal through the whole thing. All right, go ahead and start pulling that antenna up. Hook it. Get it back to right about where it started, within 3 meters. And then we kill it.
With this drone survey information, designers can finalize the plans for the Town Creek daylighting and properly consider the information and data gathered from the survey.
The downtown square buzzed with activity for the annual Earth Day celebrations. This year's Earth Day celebration on the square brings the community together to learn how to be more green.
It's Earth Day, and we're here to learn and celebrate Earth Day and take back ideas that we can use at home to be more green. Vendors line the streets with plants, Earth Day goodies, games for kids, food, and more. It was a beautiful day to celebrate together.
We got popcorn and food, and we played games, and we walked around, and we just had fun.
Earth Day began in 1970, and since then, awareness, education, and events have grown all over the country. And right here in Murfreesboro, community partners help to spread the message of doing what we can to protect our environment.
I think events like these are important for the community because it brings a lot of awareness to things that we can do individually and as a family and as a community to be more green and save the planet, because the planet is in trouble. So these events are very important.
Earth Day is just one of many fun and free events happening downtown. There's also volunteer opportunities with Outdoor Murfreesboro and many other organizations. Oakland Court Phases 1 and 2 are now open and occupied, marking the end of a 7-year project.
Coach at Alabama feels.
Murfreesboro Housing Authority hosts a grand opening celebration for its newly developed neighborhood.
Well, it's our grand opening for Oakland Court Phases 1 and 2. We've been working on it for 7 years, between 2 years for planning, master planning, and then 5 years in construction. And we have finally completed the construction and have our grand opening for the public to see what we've done.
Oakland 1 and 2 is 150 new affordable housing homes located on 20 acres between North Academy and Manny Avenue. The previous 75 homes were built in the 50s. Now all 150 homes are finished and occupied.
I'm just elated. I mean, this is long overdue. You know, it's bringing our community together. You know, it's not the haves and the haves not. We are, as a community, we're coming together and we're trying to make accommodations for all citizens. And I'm just elated.
And I have lived here in Murfreesboro all of my life.
Community input was gathered from residents and neighbors and drove the design of the neighborhood, which includes front porches, washer and dryer hookups, playgrounds, and more.
Well, this is affordable housing, so it's income-based, 60% and below the area median income, and it's hard to find affordable housing here anywhere in Rutherford County, Davidson, Williamson, anywhere anymore. It's just hard, and people have a struggle. So rent is based on your income.
Oakland 1 and 2 are managed by Murfreesboro Housing Authority and are responsible for maintenance and upkeep. Residents pay 30% of their income for rent and utilities.
My dad and my mom, Robert T. Knight and Mary Scales, Evergreen is jumping today. Yeah, because that's one thing my daddy and mom always talked about, affordable housing for everyone. And when we talk about affordable housing, lower income, we're not talking about a certain race. It's all races in Murfreesboro. And I just pray with this project that we don't still have to squeeze some people out.
This new redevelopment is a wonderful addition to the community. And while this is a much needed project, there are still more than 1,000 families on the wait list for public housing. A 6th grader wins the local Read to Be Spelling Bee, covered live on CityTV and hosted by yours truly.
Read to Succeed is a local nonprofit organization that promotes literacy for free to Rutherford County residents through programs and events.
And this all encompasses adults and children that are in Rutherford County. Anyone that lives or works in Rutherford County can obtain services.
One of the events they organize is Read to Be Spelling Bee. It's open to all 6th graders in Rutherford County.
In 2004 was the very first spelling bee. So this year, our spelling bee was the 20th annual spelling bee. We invite all schools in Rutherford County, private and public. We've had as many as 22 schools participate. We had 12 schools participate this year. It was a great event and really enjoyed seeing the children, get up there and spell their hearts out. And it is hard because this is the Scripps. We use the Scripps National Spelling Bee list. And this is also the list we use for our adult spelling bee, our fundraiser that we do. So they are out spelling adults.
8 Murfreesboro City schools participated in the spelling bee. The last 2 spellers were from a county school and a city school. It took 7 rounds of intense spelling before a winner was crowned from Overall Creek Elementary.
Okay, your word is endeavor.
ENDEAVOR.
We traveled out to the school to find out more from the 2024 Read to Be champion.
Hi, my name is Edgerell Smith and I go to Overall Creek Elementary.
EJ is an excellent student. He's very motivated, hardworking, and not only that, he has great character. He always does what he's supposed to do, and he's pretty laid back, easygoing kind of kid.
Like, I was shaking whenever I entered, sitting beside my dad. He could feel the vibrations coming from me. Once I made it top 3, it just stopped. Like, all the anxiety and stress just went out. It felt amazing. My mom came up running from her seat. She was like screaming. Whenever I was younger, my dad would spend a lot of time with me, like teaching me all types of like spelling. And not just him, but my mom also. She would also help me with spelling all types and learning words.
A total solar eclipse took place on April 8, 2024, visible in North America. The lawn at Discovery School was a perfect place to relax and watch it. On April 8th, a total solar eclipse moved across North America, passing over the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And Murfreesboro City Schools made sure students experienced it firsthand.
Fifth grade is really excited about it because this is part of one of our fifth grade science standards. So we've done a lot of learning and experimenting and like discussing and analyzing eclipses, so solar and lunar. So the fact that we can take that knowledge and then come outside today and hopefully witness one is pretty exciting.
The lawn at Discovery School was a perfect place to relax and watch the eclipse. Inviting families to join their students was an added bonus.
People don't realize the fact that we were in the path of totality in 2017, and now this eclipse we're at 93 to 95% totality. That is a really rare event, so we're really lucky in this area.
All of the kids were very young when the last eclipse happened, so to be able to see this one and tie it into the curriculum is a win-win for students and teachers.
All these students were about 4 years old when the last eclipse happened, so this is really new for them. They might not remember the last one, so they're very excited to take something that they learned in the classroom and then come and see it in real life.
Not only is this a fun activity for the kids, it reinforces what they are learning in the classroom.
You can sit there and look at a book all day and the teacher stand in front of you and tell you these are the things and this is how it is, but when you actually come out and experience it for yourself, it just makes the information stick, and then you have like a personal connection to it and you're able to recall the information and recall the events.
Even though it didn't get really dark this time, the event was a fun experience for teachers, students, and their families. Residents also gathered at Murfreesboro Civic Plaza for a view of the total solar eclipse as the Limbaugh Public Library handed out eclipse glasses.
The recent solar eclipse on Monday, April 8, 2024 was a total solar eclipse visible over parts of North America. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun, obscuring the sun. This eclipse was the first total solar eclipse visible from Canada since February 26, 1979, the first over Mexico since July 11, 1991, and the first over the United States since August 21, 2017. No other solar eclipse in the 21st century will be totally visible from all three countries. The next total solar eclipse in the U.S. will be on March 30th, 2033, which will only be seen in Alaska. The next total eclipse in the lower 48 states will be seen by Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota on August 23rd, 2044. And the next total eclipse of similar coverage as April 8th, 2024 will be seen by 11 states, Tennessee not one of them. It takes place August 12th, 2045. Hundreds of eclipse viewers came to Murfreesboro Civic Plaza for the event, and Limbaugh Library provided viewing glasses. Unfortunately, cloud coverage hindered the viewing. The eclipse started at 12:44 p.m. Maximum coverage of 93% was at 2:03 p.m. and it ended at 3:20 p.m. Having the opportunity to see a solar eclipse is rare, but it's even more rare to see a total solar eclipse. The best place in Tennessee to view the eclipse was the northwestern portion of the Volunteer State, in places like Tiptonville, Tennessee. Even though there was cloud coverage, it was a great day for families to come out and enjoy this rare event.
The City of Murfreesboro Community Development Department partners with Habitat for Humanity to provide qualified first-time homebuyers assistance with down payments and closing costs.
Legacy Pointe is an 18-acre Habitat for Humanity neighborhood off Twin Oak Drive that will eventually have 77 homes. So far, 28 homes have been built in the last stages of Phase 2.
I personally came on board in 2020, and at that time we started 2 homes in Phase 1, which Phase 1 now has been completed with 18 homes. We're currently in Phase 2. Phase 2 has 6 homes that have been completed, and we have 5 under construction as of today. You have staff members that actually meet with the future homeowners, go through the program, the education part of it, the financial part of it.
I've been in the program for about 2 years. It started back in 2022 with the application, and then from there it was just, I guess, a waiting list of when my house was going to be built. And here I am, like almost done, like literally like a couple months away. For each homeowner, it's different. Depending on how many people you have in your household, you either have to do 250 hours of sweat equity, and I'm nearing the end of that. Each and every time that I come out here to the site, I always enjoy being out here. I love the people. I now know how to do like insulation and like, landscaping and baseboards. Like there's so many things that I've learned throughout this whole entire process that I feel like I probably would not have learned.
My role is actually as a general contractor, take it from the dirt up. I meet with the homeowners. We're not a custom home builder, but we do try to give them personalize their home.
For that particular house, it doesn't have an island or like a breakfast bar, so I requested for them to put in an island. They were gracious and they were so sweet. They put it in for me.
We have 2 site supervisors, and then we have what we call regulars or regular volunteers that come week in, week out, twice a week at least. I'm a builder of 33 years. We're more proud of what you don't see. If you're looking over my shoulder right here, you see an insulation board. We also build with 6-inch walls, allowing us larger insulation cavity. Our attics are R44. These are beyond energy standards. Actually, we had a homeowner here recently show us her electric bill. Her electric bill was $35 in February. Can't always guarantee that, but the things that we do, I mean, it pays off.
I'm so grateful and so thankful that I was picked, so I can't be more grateful for it.
If you're looking for a place to have lunch on Fridays in May, look no further than the City Hall Civic Plaza.
Our very own Michael Linn White did a Facebook Live video for Parks and Recreation's Lunch on the Plaza, happening on Fridays.
Hello Murfreesboro, I'm Michael Linn White with CityTV, and we are here live on the Civic Plaza on a very windy Friday, as you can see with our hair blowing all over the place. But we are here because this is the second week that we are doing Lunch on the Plaza here at City Hall on the Civic Plaza. And here joining me is Lynn Caldwell and Nate Williams. And Lynn has done a lot of preparation for this event, and we're excited. And this is not just for City Hall, this is for the whole community. We're located right off of the downtown square, so come see us.
That's right. We wanted to plan an event so people could come out here, enjoy this area, come out to the Civic Plaza. This is going to be every Friday in April and May, so come out, join us.
So the plaza is really technically a park, and our council really wanted to see this place activated. So we're doing stuff like this more often on the plaza. We're going to be incorporating more entertainment and that type of stuff. But it's a beautiful day. Don't let the wind distract you, because you can smell the food from everywhere. I instantly got hungry when I walked out just because everything's blowing around so much.
We have this beautiful area out here, and a lot of times there's not a lot of people out here. A perfect place to park these trucks. So again, they'll be here until 1 p.m. And if you can't get down here today, it will always be next week. So we've got tables set up and everything. Just a great time to get out in the beautiful weather and have some lunch.
It's beautiful. We're excited to see people. We're going to be doing this all April and May, and then pick it back up in September and do September and October. So we'll be adding more to it, and we're looking forward to seeing people out here.
Yes.
And we also list the food trucks every week on our website, so at murfreesboroparks.com. That way you can see what we've got going on, look at the menu. Some of them have pre-order, so that helps. So just check that out.
Great. Well, thank y'all so much for your hard work and putting all of this together and to bring some more life down here to the plaza.
Here's the latest installment of Murfreesboro Traffic Minute.
We highlight the issue of left turns in and out of businesses during peak hours. With increased traffic during peak hours, left turns in and out of businesses create a more severe traffic conflict, especially on long major arterials. Studies show during these peak hours, a right turn on your departure, followed by a safe left turn, can get you in your chosen direction safer. Avoid taking unnecessary risks. Planning your trip or taking alternate routes can reduce traffic crashes and help with overall traffic flow.
The Mid-10 Dog Club hosts an event at Cannonsburg to showcase their collections.
She's a little sweetheart, but she's an F&B Patsy doll.
The Mid-10 Dog Club hosts a special event at Cannonsburg Village where guests can look and ask questions about the amazing variety of dolls on display.
Today we're gathering together with our dog club members with displays from each of their collections. This is just a few of all the dolls that our members have.
Nostalgia isn't lost on this group. Many of these dolls have been cherished since the owner's childhood. The members of the Mid-10 Dog Club spare no effort in curating a showcase featuring an array of beloved dolls. From vintage porcelain dolls to Barbies and more, each doll tells a unique story.
You don't realize the history behind some of the dolls, who made them and the places that they've been and who collected dolls like that, and I just enjoyed the history.
She got it out west.
Attendees are treated to a journey through time as they stroll through the exhibition, noticing the intricate details and impeccable condition of the dolls on display. For many, this event serves as a trip down memory lane, bringing fond memories of their favorite childhood playmates.
Many of the things are dolls that we grew up with, so we enjoy them. Some of them don't have the doll that they grew up with, and so they look for them. It's always a thrill to find something that you're familiar with as a child.
The Mid-10 Dog Club meets once a month, and this showcase is a chance for them to share their beloved collections with the community.
On my table, I chose to do my dolls from my family. So all of these belong to a family member dating back to the 1920s when I brought my mother's doll, F&B Patsy doll, and all of her clothes that were made by my grandmother out of scraps of clothes.
This is just one of the many fun things offered at Cannonsburg. For a list of events and programs, visit murfreesboroparks.com. Hobgood student Kendall Sane pens her first book after struggling with reading.
Next week, and then I want you to come sign them and we'll put them in the library.
When Kendall Sane was standing in line at Target with her mom, she had no idea that encounter would lead her to big things.
Proclamation from the office of the mayor says, whereas Kendall Sane, a bright and imaginative third grade student at Hobgood Elementary School.
Today I have my book. This is what it is, A Rainy Day. This is my first book signing ever, and this is my first book I made. But it took about a year to make this happen. I was in 2nd grade, now I'm in 3rd, different school. I was in Scales Elementary, now I'm in Hobgood Elementary.
This chance encounter with Sharon Siebert from the Water Department opened the door for Kendall to start her journey as an author.
We was in Target. There was this lady in front of us, and she looked behind, and I was at the time 8, and I was like playing with my horse and stuff because we was in line to buy it. And she said, "Oh, do you like doing hair or playing with horses?" And I said yes. And then she started to like talk to my mom and stuff like, "Oh, does she read good? Does she read fluently? Is she good in math and science? Does she need help with anything?" And my mom said, "I need help with reading." And then she sent me these stuff. She sent me like a dictionary, a raincoat, some chapstick, and other things.
Kendall's road to becoming an author was not without obstacles, battling through difficulties and facing numerous setbacks. However, Kendall had unwavering support from her teachers, family, and classmates.
We celebrated her high and low yesterday. I wanted to include the whole class with it because I had said we're in the Barton family together. I was like, let's celebrate a family member. So we went up and we hung the posters for her throughout the school and we took pictures with it. So we were just celebrating her so much. We've all been really excited.
Through hard work and dedication, and with the help of Miss Sharon, Kendall gradually overcame her reading challenges. With each page turned, she grew more confident in her abilities.
I was used to be probably like a 3 or 4, but now I'm like an 8 right now, because it was all because of Miss Sharon, who taught me how to say different words that I didn't know, new vocabulary.
A Rainy Day is a fun story that's set against the backdrop of a rainy afternoon with her father. The story follows the young girl as she discovers the beauty and wonder within gloomy skies.
I really love my book, A Rainy Day, because it's kind of a little bit about me and how I want me and my dad's relationship to go. So
how did it make you feel?
Kendall's accomplishment serves as inspiration for students. As Kendall proudly holds her published book in hand, she's a testament to the notion that with determination, anything is possible. A local business provides a group of employees to volunteer at a local city park.
Murfreesboro's Parks and Recreation's Outdoor Murfreesboro offer volunteer opportunities at city parks in the great outdoors throughout the year. This day, it was at Oaklands Park.
Well, we've got close to 40 volunteers today. They've come from Publix. It's part of their Public Serves initiative. And we've got several of them over working in the community garden. They're weeding and hoeing, and they've planted some peppers, and they're turning the compost pile. They're really working over there too. They've got pitchforks out and all of it. So today we are with our Public Serves event. Public Serves started about 15 years ago, where we can come out and be involved in our communities. It's part of our mission at Publix. What we're working on is sustainability. It kind of ties in with Earth Day. So we want to give back to the community with all volunteers that are out here helping beautify this beautiful park. We are clearing weeds out of this garden. It's a community garden where the neighbors can come and access the vegetables that they'll be planting in this garden. We also have cleaned the riverbank, gotten some trash out of the riverbank, fixing a bridge, pulled out some poles around the 200-year-old tree on the property. So it's been a busy day so far. In addition to litter pickups, we do invasive removals. We've got a lot of opportunities to work in our native plant nursery, which is a really fun project. And not only do people get to work with us, but they also get to learn in that project. They get to learn about growing plants and caring for plants. And we also have community science. We have 7 nest boxes that we monitor over at Barfield. We have a little team that goes out. They're led by a certified naturalist, and we check those boxes. And right now we've got 5 active nests, and we have 26 eggs total that we're monitoring, and we should have some babies this week.
To sign up to volunteer, go to murfreesboroparks.com, click on Outdoor Murfreesboro, and then volunteer with us.
We are excited that we have partnered with PAWS of Rutherford County to bring you the Pet of the Month. This month, it's Princess. She's a 37-pound, 10-month-old Belgian Malinois and Great Pyrenees mix. This sweet girl came into PAWS as part of an investigation after being attacked by another dog. Princess was in bad shape and needed immediate attention. The vet treated her with antibiotics and stitches. Princess will need follow-up vet care. Princess is highly stressed at the shelter but thrives during human interaction. She likes to stay close to you, even off-leash. She's in desperate need of a safe home that can provide her with the gentle love she truly deserves. She is heartworm negative, spayed, and up to date on current vaccines. For more information about Princess or any other dogs and cats available for adoption, contact PAWS at 615-898-7740 or email them at paws@rutherfordcountytn.gov. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.